Very disappointed because we were one of the best teams in Kenyan rugby, in high school rugby actually at that time. Because like in sevens we were unbeaten from the sub-county, the counties, the regionals up to the nationals. We were unbeaten. We won the national comfortably. In fact, we won the nationals comfortably. That is was against Rukangaro school. Yeah. But in 15s now, it happened that it was the finals. 15th finals, Chavakali, regional finals. Is it regional finals? We were playing Musingu school. We were supposed to go to the nationals. Then it was controversial match, and it happened that the referee was beaten because it was alleged that he was biased to us. Yeah, it was a 6-3. The match ended 6-5. I went to Bungoma. I liked coaching since I was in high school. I used to coach from ones, from twos. I just liked. I was used to coaching from ones. So I went to Bungoma High School. I was coaching them where my brother was there. So I was living with a friend. Yes. So I decided to coach Bungoma High School, and the Bungoma High, I think we went to the finals of the regional 15s, but we were beaten by my former school, Kakamega High. Yeah. But actually I wanted to pursue also my dream of playing rugby. So after losing to Kakamega High School, then that's how I left Bungoma High. So then I went to Kakamega. That's when I joined Western Bulls. I came in at the time of that was 2012. They were playing the nationals, the national 7 circuit. But I managed to make the squad. It happened that I traveled all the series. Yes. After Western Bulls, I went to Cabras Rugby. That was in 2014, 2013-2014 there. I played for Cabras. They were in nationwide. I think it was we had just started nationwide, the national league. Then we played the nationwide until we won that nationwide cup. We managed to reach the finals the first time. Then the second time we actually won the Kenya Cup, but unfortunately I got injured. I got a head injury. Yes. So that's when I ended up not playing rugby. Close to 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah. I came back 2017. I decided to go and try home with rugby. Yeah. The experience at Homeboys was a good place actually. There I used to play with my former teammates, high school teammates, like Augustine Lugonzo was there. Yeah. But we managed to win. Actually we were runners up. Yeah. I went back to Western Bulls for a stint at 7th circuit, but I just played one leg. I wanted to come back actually and play, but that's when I decided to go and study sports science at Kenyatta University. That's why I went and played for Kenyatta University for that is 1 season. When the COVID struck in, I didn't complete my studies. That's when I came back to Busia. I'm focusing on coaching, but I'm not yet retired playing rugby. Yeah, I think I'll continue playing rugby until maybe I call it of myself. Actually, from my school, that was my first coach, was Mr. Ochieng. He actually inspired me a lot. We used to play for Kakamega. We used to have this thing we were playing with heart. We couldn't afford to lose a match. Our coach used to inspire us a lot, and actually that thing built a good foundation in my playing career. Actually, when I was playing, I used to play with a lot of energy. I couldn't actually allow myself to lose. I used to play with a lot of heart to win actually those matches, and actually that propelled me to become a very good player, and that actually propelled also me to win a lot of matches. Before I got that head injury, I had been selected for the Kenya Sevens trials, and I was there actually. But when I came back, we were playing Cabras versus Uganda Cranes. That's when I got that injury, and I was given a sabbatical around 2 years, 2 to 3 years there. But so my best moment actually was in high school. First of all, in high school, when we won the Sevens Nationals in which school do you call? In Nairobi, Upper Hill. We managed to beat Alliance High School 5-0. That match, actually, I still remember that match up to today. That team was being coached by senior referee, Paul Oloba. Yeah, another best moment for me was in Cabras when we won. We were promoted to the Kenya Cup. We won actually the National League against Tuk. Yeah. It was actually a very good moment. It was in Nairobi. It was my first 15 major cup. Then another good moment was also with Cabras when I was in. We managed to beat Nakuru. In fact, that was my best moment ever in rugby. When we managed to beat Nakuru at their home ground. They were 2 times Kenya Cup champions. We managed to beat them in Nakuru. And another good moment actually was with the Homeboys. They are my first stint at Homeboys. Sevens, we managed to be runners up. But actually, winning, I liked winning. So actually with the Homeboys we were in finals. I think in every finals we were there. If not semi-finals. There are several cups that year, 2017. When I was playing for Western Bulls, I used to help now. That was Mr. Paul Oloba, coach Kakamega High School. That is in 2012. Yeah, and it happened we won all those high school trophies in 2012, 2013 with Kakamega High School. Yes. Actually, it was fun coaching Form 1s and Form 2s. So I happened to have these. I used to like coaching, like mentoring. Let me put it like mentoring. I used to see. I used to like grooming someone to become good in maybe tackling, maybe good in doing something actually in the game. So that came in with a lot of passion. So I decided to start coaching to help to help now senior Paul Oloba to start coaching Kakamega. That's how we ended up winning. And as I said earlier, I used to like winning. So actually my motto was just winning. With Kakamega 2012, 2013 and 2014 up to the Nationals, now the Sevens. But I didn't go for the Nationals. Yeah, but they were. I think they reached the playoff number 3. never forget was Kakamega High in 2012 with the Maseno School. The nationals was in Maseno. Yeah, it happened that we were playing Maseno at the semi-finals. I don't know the finals or semi-finals. Semi-finals, yes. So it happened that we were 10-0 down at halftime. Then actually the pitch was silent. Everyone, in fact, if you looked at the bench of Kakamega, there was no one. I was the only one remaining there, and all decisions were now on me. And even the players were crying. This cup was going actually. So, but I knew my team would win this game. Actually, I remember we did 3 substitutions. Now Alvin Otieno Bufa came in with Bush Mwale and Uri.
And Lucas
Atito. They came 3 substitutes at that time. The whole forwards. We changed the whole forwards. They all came in at that time. And actually Kakamega overturned that score within 3 minutes. We managed to score 21-10 in 3 minutes. That was one of my best moments in rugby, in fact in coaching. And then by the time the match was ending, there was no one at the field. All the fans went, yeah. I happened to join Sigalagala Polytechnic. I was doing a diploma in quantity survey. So I used to play also for my school. Actually my college. I used to play for them. Then I was a player coach because I was coaching Kakamega High, and at the same time I was coaching Sigalagala. So we happened to be winning the technical games actually. Our only competitors were Sangalo, I think, but we managed to win some major trophies with Sigalagala. In fact, we won around 2 nationals. Yeah, with other polytechnics. Okay. That was my second stage at coaching actually. Then I began coaching also age grade for Cabras there. I used to love coaching actually. So I used to start training kids from some estate there called Murambi. And they used to come in big numbers. Yeah. And most of those players actually, now they are grown up, they are in high school. It happened that when I started coaching Koyonzo, now I took those players to Koyonzo and the good scholarships there. And now they are the ones playing for Koyonzo High School. And they are very good players. Yeah. After that I went to coach Chehuyet, but it was just a short-term thing. My former teacher called me to coach Chehuyet. Actually they went for the regionals for the first time actually, but they were eliminated there. Then also my former principal, Mr. Oliver Minishi, called me. He was the principal of Nanyuki High School, so I used to help him also, and we managed also to go for the regionals. Yeah. In my coaching career, actually it's the beginning of my coaching career. Yeah, I think it's something like let me call it's a career. It's something inbuilt, because you've seen actually in all the things that I've tried, at least nimefika mahali na hizo timu. Yeah. That was 2016 actually. 2016. I trained Kakamega High now. We managed to go to the nationals. Actually, that is the year Bungoma won nationals. But we managed them to beat them in the East Africa. And then 2017 actually, I was with also Kakamega High. I was helping Mr. Wamanga. He's also a referee, a top referee actually. And also in 2018, we managed to win the nationals at Nairobi. Now that was the last time I coached Kakamega High School. Yeah, and that is the year that actually I returned to active playing. So I didn't have that time of coaching. Yeah. In that is 2019. Now there is a teacher who is also a friend called B, now Bungoma High, who was in Bungoma High actually at that time. But he called me, he told me that he has gone to Koyonzo and he wants to start rugby there. And actually I was not having any team, I was not coaching actually any team. So I decided to go and see that team, Koyonzo. At that time Koyonzo was just actually, it was not a good team actually. It was just a team because it was a new team. Then we started actually mobilizing players from the class. We started bringing in players. We started training them basics. And it happened that we built a good team. And in 2019 we managed to reach the regionals finals with Kakamega High School in 15s. Yeah, and in 7s actually I decided to create a team, a Form 1 and Form 2 team that will be a feeder team to the 15s. And it managed to go also to the regional play, not to the regional, actually it went up to the semi-finals of the county, Kakamega County. And you know, if you reach the semi-final of Kakamega County, it's like nationals. Yeah. I came now stronger with a good team, a very good in fact I had a very good 15th team. I don't know why it was beaten with by Kakamega at the finals of the counties. And the 7th team actually, which I saw it was like actually like a weaker team. It won the counties, yeah, Kakamega County 7th title. And it managed to beat St. Peter's at the quarters. It was a very tight match. Yes. I think in Kenya Rugby, we have a lot of untapped talent. I can tell you that in Kenya Rugby, if you want to know that we have a lot of untapped talent, come and watch high school rugby. High school rugby in Nairobi, in Western, Nyanza, even Coast there is a lot of untapped talent. You can just mention a number of high school that has rugby. Like for example in my county Busia, not all the schools have actually rugby. So if all the high schools, maybe 75% of high schools in Kenya have rugby, I think tutakuwa tumechukua hatua.
And then
tutakuwa tumefika mbali sana. I can mention a few things. One, I can mention one thing. In Kenya, you see, there is this thing we call poverty. And poverty is real actually. And actually it has affected also the sport to some point. You have just mentioned that Kakamega High, we have produced a number of players to the national team. But why is it that not all of them actually are not also in the national team? Because you see, many of them come from very poor backgrounds, whereby at the end of the day they go back to their families, they become breadwinners, then they focus on how to provide for their families. Now they leave this rugby alone. You find that they start providing for their family, they can't even they can't continue with rugby. And you find those who can access maybe Nairobi, those are the ones who will continue with the game. And that's how it has ended up that you can only find around 3 people out of the whole school that was a very good school. Like for the Musingu side, we used to fear Musingu by just calling the name Musingu. We used to fear them actually. But right now, where are those Musingu players? The transition now to the club rugby. Actually, it's only if you go to Nairobi that we play rugby. But good thing with right now in Western, at least you see there is Masindo Muliro playing Kenya Cup. There is also San Bulls that is in championship. You can see with Cabras. At least now it has brought the rugby near to Western, where some of the players who used not to transit now to the club who can go there and play. But it's still not enough. I suggest that actually they can start their sub-unions, like in Nyanza. as I've said, that there should be a sub-union actually in Nyanza, because Nyanza is a very big region. Even Western region, Rift Valley region, a very big region, but you see they are very untapped talent there. There are a lot of untapped talent in maybe in Rift Valley, like they're associated with rugby. You never know. Like in Nyanza, you see a lot of players who come from Nyanza in the national team. In fact, many of them come from Nyanza actually and Western side. So if they can introduce their a lot of tournaments actually in Western region, Nyanza region, these areas that has a lot of talent. Even Central region, I see Central region here, the Coast region, Eastern region, there are a lot of talent there that is untapped actually, and that now comes in with a lot of investment. I can't blame actually the Kenya Rugby Union, because maybe Kenya Rugby Union it doesn't have a lot of funds to support these sub-unions, also to support these tournaments. So it also needs an investor actually who can come in and chip in. I can tell them that actually in Kenya we have a lot of potential, like Fiji, because if we won the Singapore Sevens back then in 2016, and we won with Kenyans, with Kenyan boys, and we actually managed to beat Fiji over 30 at the finals. What does that mean? It actually means that we have a lot of talent in this country, and if there is any corporate out there that can come in now and invest in Kenyan rugby with the equipments now, with the sponsoring the sub-unions, with the Kenya Rugby Union, actually to come down to the grassroots now, and actually start tournaments whereby players as early as when they are still young, maybe 7 years, 8 years, 9 years, 10 years there. You see, that's when now us as a country will come up very strongly and compete also with these countries like the likes of New Zealand and Fiji. Yeah. Okay. Even in 15th rugby, that is. You see, like some of the players that I've trained, you see that a new player comes in and tells you that I'm a sevens player. If you ask him which position do you play, he tells you that I play sevens. I play sevens, I play only prop for sevens. And you see 15s and sevens is a different game actually. 15s are different game from sevens rugby. But you see these professional players, like these professional countries, like you see New Zealand, South Africa, the countries that have professional players, they actually are professionalized in 15th rugby. But you see, like us Kenya rugby, in Kenya rugby we have only specialized in 7th rugby. That's why we go up to the RB circuit. But you see now if they separated the high school game, now the sevens they play the sevens players can't play actually the 15th the 15th game. I think that's not fair actually to these players, because maybe it can deny them the opportunity to specialize in different game, the game whereby a player can be good at 15th and in 7th, and another player can be good also in 7th. Actually, COVID really affected everyone, let me say everyone. So I took it as an opportunity to come and start something. And actually I had this dream of starting a rugby club. And also my friend Busia also really pushed me to come and start this rugby club. Okay, to come and pursue this dream of creating something in Busia. And being that in Busia actually there was no rugby club, but there were a lot of talent, a lot of players who go and play outside the county. So I took it as an opportunity in Busia to come and start something, and that later it will grow, because previously actually I've met players in Koyonzo, Kakamega High School, Bungoma High School, and many of these players, they've ended up playing rugby. Then many of them have also traveled outside this country to other countries which they are playing also rugby. So I took it as an opportunity to start something that can mentor our own from Busia, and also I know in the coming future these players will be very good players, and they will also play for the national teams, and others can also play for rugby, whereby they'll earn from rugby. Yeah, I believe, actually I believe in myself, and I told you earlier that I like associating myself with winning, and I know I will not even use 3 seasons. The first season I know hopefully I'll play nationwide, the second season will be in the championship, and the third season will be even in the Kenya Cup. Starting a club has been very, very difficult, because anything involving the youths, actually you have to contain the youths actually, and during this time of COVID you have to maintain the COVID protocols like the curfew. You find training hours, you have to call off some training even for like 3 months, 2 months, 1 month, and training. Sometimes we train in the morning, sometimes we train in the evening, and it's anything to do with the youths, bringing the youths together to come to train. Actually, it has been very, very hard. Being a new thing in Busia, introducing it has been a new game. But I had actually around 8 players who I began with training them, but right now we are more than 20 players, and the game is actually picking, and I know we shall create a good club. Yeah, so I can send this message to corporates that we are building a very good thing in Busia, and we are working on creating a very good team in Busia that will compete nationally. And actually in this project actually it won't take even 2 years, and we'll be participating we'll be competing with the top clubs in this country. So if there is any corporate outside there that can invest in Borderrucks rugby, it will be a very good thing to help to come and help these boys. Yeah, we are a good club actually. We have new members, and we are a team that actually focuses on basics of the game. So if there is any player outside there who can come, who is able to come and train with us, can come and train with us actually. Any day. We train on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday at 5 p.m. Yeah, to 6:30 p.m.